There are some massive driving test changes, guys. If you have a driving test coming up, you need to hear this. Driving instructors are now going to be banned from booking driving tests for learners, which means learners are going to have to book their own driving test. They're also only going to be allowed to move their driving test twice, and they're locked to their local test centre. Let's have a look at what this means for you. And let's get talking in the comments. Is this good? Is this a bad thing? What do you think? So what is actually changing? Well, currently there are two systems. There's the normal system where if you're learning to drive, you've got your provisional, you need your reference number from your theory, you can go on the website, you can book your own driving test. What I would imagine most people do. However, there is a second system that if you are a qualified driving instructor, you can go into the system and you can manage and book driving tests yourself for learners. Well, what the DVSA is planning to do is actually turn off the driving instructor system and only have it so if you have a driving test, you have to book your own test. Why are they doing this? Because it's being abused. And I don't mean by your local instructor, I mean by some of the big companies out there, and the very small minority are taking advantage of the system. And they are scalping every driving test they possibly can, and then they are selling it for 10 times the price. It's a process called scalping, a bit like when you go and you want to go and watch Oasis. You try and buy the tickets, but someone else has bought all the tickets. Then they try and sell them to you for 10 times the price. Well, unfortunately, since the dreaded COVID, some clever sausage has decided to start doing it with driving tests. Now, by locking the driving instructors out, it's going to make it far more difficult for whoever is doing this to access the system without having a provisional license holder at all times. I think it's also going to be far easier for the DVSA to identify who is doing this, because when they log in, it will clearly show on the system who is regularly logging in and moving tests around. The next big change they are doing is they are reducing the number of times students can move their driving tests. Now, up to now, if you had a driving test booked, you could move that around to different driving test centres, different dates, move it forward, move it backwards, move it up, move it right, at least 3 times. After that, you would then have to cancel the driving test, which would go back into the system and someone else would snap it up perhaps. They are now reducing that down to 2 times, which is going to put a lot of pressure on you if you're a learner, because when you book that driving test, you need to be a bit more ready now, a bit more sure you are going to be ready on that date, and you have 2 lives. If not, you're potentially going to end up having to go back into the system and try and book it again, which, as we know currently, is not fun. You are also going to be restricted to your most local driving test centres, meaning if you are in the middle of London, you are only going to be able to do your driving test around those few local driving test centres in London. There is no more driving up to the north end of Scotland to the Highlands because they've got a pass rate of 80% and you want to pass first time. If you are stuck in the middle of Wolverhampton and your test centre is 37% pass rate, unfortunately you are going to have to learn that area and do your driving test there. And there's pros and cons, because if you live there, you're far more likely to know the area, you're probably more likely to drive better, and it's going to stop people from somewhere else booking your driving test centre and you having to go to their driving test centre. Bit of a difficult one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I can see both sides to this. What I do know is there's going to be far less flexibility here, isn't there, for you as a learner. You're really going to be under a bit more pressure to make sure you're ready, and you're going to have to know your area. Now the question is, why are they doing this? I touched on it a little bit earlier. And basically you've got a bot grab. Has anyone watched that series back in the day? Was it Supermarket Grab, where you go in, you fill your trolley up with everything, a bit like what happened when the entire world closed down, we ran out of toilet paper. You know, you're going in and everyone was just filling the trolleys up with everything possible and there was nothing left at all. Well, after that terrible time, people realised that they could do it with driving tests. So what they were doing is they started hoarding driving tests. They bought every single driving test up, and then they started selling them. When the supply of driving tests went right down and the demand for driving tests went right up, they started selling them for 10 times the price. Now think about that, almost 10 times the price. You can throw 5 driving tests in the bin at £62, okay? So no one sits and no one turns up, because it doesn't matter, because you're going to sell the next 5 of them at 10 times the price. Can you see how people have turned this into a business? And as I said before, there's no point going hating on your local driving instructor, because 99% of driving instructors are just driving instructors. It's the 1% of those companies that are shifting your driving test around constantly, on an app, using bots, and the very few that you know of that you can go on Facebook or wherever and they'll sell you a driving test for £500. They're the dodgy ones. So as I say, it is a very small minority, but it is ruining it for everyone. There's always one person at the party that you're just like, you know what? Why do they have to be here? Well, the DVSA is sick of that person at the party and they want them out. See you later, alligator. They are trying to make the system fairer for you guys, the learners. This wasn't supposed to be a business venture. This is supposed to be a thing to help you get your freedom, pass your driving test so you can move on in life, get your wings. And some things I think they are doing well. Other things I'm not so sure. Is well good enough? You tell me. One of the stats I read recently is that they've hired around 316 driving examiners roughly in the 300 mark, which sounds great because each examiner does between 6 and 8 tests a day. Do the maths, that's a lot of driving tests. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Unfortunately, almost 300 driving examiners during this period of hiring also left, which gave us a net gain of approximately 40 examiners. So the numbers go right back down, which tells us there might be a problem with that career path. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I know I wouldn't be an examiner anytime soon, but that is a story for another day. So how will this affect learners, you guys? We can't game the system anymore. And what I mean by that, I know no one's trying to really game it, but you know, you do hear of people that drive across the country because they hear there's a pass rate and God knows where with 60, 70%. One by your test centre is like 30%. I get it, but unfortunately that's going to be no option, you know, anymore. Wherever you live, you are stuck with that. And unfortunately you're going to find the bigger the place, if it's a city, you're going to see the pass rate going right down because it's just busier, more people, more friction, more risk. People aren't great at driving, which reduces your chances of passing. But it's okay. It's going to be good news as well. Because you're just going to have to get better at learning your local area and you live there. So that should be a lot easier and a lot more accessible. You're also going to need to be more prepared with your driving test. You know, the days of booking a driving test in a week aren't going to be here for a while. You're going to need to book your driving test sort of 6 months ahead and keep it there and be ready. And maybe a month before your driving test, really think deep. Am I going to be ready in a month? If not, get it moved a couple of months further down the line, maybe another 6 months if you need to. You're going to have to be more organized, basically, is what it comes down to. And you really are going to have to treat these 2 moves as extra lives. You know, Cat Sub 9 lives. Well, this is our extra driving test lives because they really have applied a lot more pressure to learners by doing this. Hopefully, I can see the outcome may be good in the long run. So as I mentioned before, local preparation is going to matter more than ever. And if I'm honest, in your local test centre has a pass rate of 37%, 30%, whatever, it doesn't matter. It just means you need to learn that area around the test centre in a 20-minute vicinity better than you did before, better than the people previous to you. If you're in Stafford, this would be Greyfriars, all the big roundabouts, and any dual carriageway in a local vicinity